Hello guys, how are you? Hope that you're all doing good. And today I'm going to interview Susan that was representing Andorra at the Eurovision Song Contest 2009.
Me, I'm gonna get a life, the kind that's made for two. I know there's only one. I wanna live it with you. I know that I'm right. I'm getting a life.
Hello Susan, how are you?
Hi, Hani. I'm good. How are you?
Thanks, I'm good as well. How are you doing? How are your quarantine days are going?
Well, I'm doing good. A little bit busy at the time, I must admit, because of all this Eurovision bomb I dropped. So quite busy, but good.
Well, so I want to start with the question, like the simple one, and then we will move to nowadays.
Okay.
So, what Eurovision means to you?
It's just well, Eurovision is everything when it comes to the music world. Anyway, I know I've achieved a lot of other things. I've toured around the world. I've sold a lot of albums, but still, Eurovision is like the goal for many artists, and especially in my case, I've watched it since I was a little girl. So it's always been a dream, to be on that stage. So when I finally was in the Moscow stage in 2009, it was just a dream come true, really.
Yes. Okay, what can you tell about the difference of the Eurovision comparing with the all other these kind of contests?
Well, Eurovision is the biggest, isn't it? And I mean, it's been there for so many years that it's almost like the Olympics when it comes to sports. No, I think this is a musicians and songwriters Olympic because it's really a place where you can get your songs heard. And of course, I mean, originally I think it was more valued the songwriters than the actual singers, to be honest. And now it's a little bit the other way around. I think it's the whole show and the artists that stand on stage is also quite big. But we must not forget that the people behind the songs are really the one creating the magic at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. So my next question is about the voting system. What do you think about it? Is that fair, or maybe there are some kind of things that not fair?
I think it's gotten better over the years because I mean now they have also a panel of juries, which I think is quite important. It was one of the points I had for many years saying, but listen, wait a minute, if you go to the Olympics, they are judges, they watch you and they decide, or any dance competition, you have dancers, professional dancers, And why is it that Eurovision is just anyone can just vote? Because music is something that touches everybody in a way, But still, there has to be some sort of criteria where there are some judges also going in and say, yeah, but the vocals were really bad, or this is completely a rip-off of another song. There's so many factors in Eurovision. So I think now it's a very fair system that it's half-half. I think that's very fair.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I asked to you what means Eurovision, but what the Eurovision means to the people of Andorra? Is the contest is popular there? Are they following it or not?
I mean, Andorra has always been quite supportive of the Eurovision. I think we're such a small country that anything that happens where we can achieve to go outside and actually show our country and make promotion of our country, I think people really like that. So whether it's the Olympics, ski competition, or it's the basketball team, or it's the Eurovision, people are extremely supportive. And I can see that now, especially after the last week, everything that happened, I have received so many messages and emails and phone calls that people that support my cause. So yeah, Andorra is very supportive to it.
Yes, well, and Andorra has participated 6 times in Eurovision, and unfortunately never managed to qualify for the grand final.
Yes.
What's your opinion about this? What do you think about this?
Well, we are a very small country. We only have 2 neighbors. We have Spain and we have France, one on each side. And some of the times, like for instance, the year I was there, none of the 2 countries were in my semifinal. So that was extremely hard. Or Denmark. I'm from Denmark. I was born in Denmark, and they weren't in my semifinal either. So of course that has something to say sometimes. But nevertheless, I also want to say that I do believe at the end of the day, if you have the right song and everything is just perfect, the stars at the right spot and the sky at that moment, I do think something collides and people just voted regardlessly. I also think that maybe the power of coming back to the Eurovision after so many years of not being there, actually think that could give people another boost to actually vote for Andorra, hopefully.
The broadcaster of Andorra, RTVA, says that the main reason why Andorra isn't participating in the contest is the financial one, that you don't have the money to return. Do you think that this one is the main reason, or there are something different reasons about
Well,
this?
that's a very, very good question. The interesting question is that because I've had meetings with the government for the last 2 years. Every time the reason has been the fundings, that we did not have the money to go. So I decided to find it, and I found the money. Okay, so now the question is that going to be the problem, or is there going to be another problem or another excuse, sort of say, no? So it will be very interesting to find out if that was the real reason, because that's what I've been told for the last 2 years. And now we have the money, and I'm waiting for a light at the end of the tunnel for them to actually finally say, well, let's go for it, you know?
So what do you think? Will they take a decision to return to the contest or not?
I hope so. I really, really hope so. I truly believe we will be back at some point, because I'm not going to stop fighting. I have been fighting for 2-3 years, like I said. And if it's going to be 2021, well, hallelujah, you know, that would be amazing, because then things will be moving forward quite quickly. If it's going to be 2030, I don't know, but it could be, you know. I really don't know. I do believe it's possible. It all comes down to having a government that really want to put the effort into this. Not the money, just the effort.
We also believe that you will be able to back your country back. We are really excited about that. All the fan communities supporting you now, right now. You can believe.
Yeah.
So let's move to the next one. Okay, let's think that Andorra is back and it won Eurovision. What happens next? Will be your country, will be Andorra able to host this such a big event?
Well, I've been asked that before, because now everybody's even like going to the fight. What if we win? I'm like, okay, first step is to get there. Second step is to get to the final. And after that, there will probably be some very stressful meetings if we suddenly make it to the final, no? The possibility, of course, is there, like it is for any country that gets in the Eurovision. You know, everybody has the chance to win. You can never say never. Andorra, yes, we are a small country, but we are very, very used to having tourists. We have 13 million tourists a year in Andorra, which a lot of people are not aware of. We have amazing ski stations. So in winter, especially, also in summer, we have a lot of tourists. So the hotel facilities are definitely there. We can take a lot of people in. The only problem would probably be the venue. But again, if we want, we would have a year to figure out how to do it. I know they've been talking about that. In that case, we would have to go to Barcelona or find another place, which I think would be a pity, because this is Andorra, and if Andorra wins, definitely we should find a way to make it. You know, so it would be a dream scenario. It's something that you wouldn't even imagine in your wildest dreams. You know. But you have to stay positive, and you have to, you know, believe that it could happen someday. So I like that question.
We hope that Andorra will back and win this contest, and then we will see what happens next.
Yes.
Okay, let's move to the next question. It's about your future plans. Let's think that Andorra is back to the contest, and you are able to select the artist who will represent the country. Whose name you can tell us as an example?
Well, there's a lot of talented people in Andorra. Obviously, it's something that has to be on the table, and there's a lot of issues afterwards. I mean, if the government says yes, Then we know that the money comes from outside Andorra. Unfortunately, it wasn't possible to find anyone in Andorra to actually support this. But it comes from a big sponsor from the outside. So obviously there has to be some adjustments. I don't know exactly how, but it's things that we would have to sit down and discuss with the government. But of course, there would be the main dream for me would be to have Andorran artists, Andorran songwriters. But as you know, in every country, maybe there'll be a songwriter from the outside, or maybe it'll be a co-singer from the outside. I wouldn't be able to tell you yet until everything is on the table. But I can say for Andorra, we have so many incredible songwriters, so many incredible singers. So it doesn't really worry me at all. I've had a lot of people ask if I want to go back and sing. I do not want to do that, at least not the first few years if we're back. My mission has been from day one to get Andorra back, but be a part of the team that gets us there and that gets us all the way, because for the last 30 years, what I've been doing with my own career has been promoting my own product all over the world. I have a management installed. I have a lot of things already running where I have some expertise that maybe they don't have here in such a small country. So I think that would be my main goal, to be behind stage. But on stage, there are so many singers we could pick.
Mm-hmm. So I think that this question was the last one, because I had the one more, but you already answered it. So thank you for having us. It was such nice, such a kind of interview.
Thank
I'm
you.
really glad that I was able to talk to you, and we will really hope and believe that we will see Andorra next year in the contest.
Thank you so much. And thank you for noticing me from so far away and supporting us. It means the world. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Asa. Bye.
Thank you.